Hey, what's going on? It's Marta from Ignition Off-Road, and today we've got a video that's a little bit different. First of all, we're going to be entering Jordan's 5 YouTube question challenge. And second, we are going on a walk and I am taking you along with me. So to give you a quick rundown of the trail we're walking today, it's the Horseshoe Bend Trail or the Chinese Tunnel Trail, essentially in the gold mining era here in Walhalla, Victoria. The miners decided to divert a section of river, so they bored a tunnel through a side of a mountain and drained the riverbed so they could mine it for gold. And that's what we're going to go check out today. You! Alright, so we've made it down to the water's edge, basically a bit of a hike down that hill. What we're going to do now is go to the tunnel outlet. It's about 200 meters and we're going to jump straight into the first question. Okay, so the first question on the 5-question YouTube challenge is, what are your 3 favorite types of videos on YouTube? Alright, I watch all kinds of crap on YouTube, but I think my answers are going to be very similar to what Jordan from AL and Ascent Overland said. And essentially, I'm always watching my DIY how-to videos. It's one of the reasons I actually started on YouTube, is because I didn't have a DIY video to go to for the off-road Subaru stuff. Secondly, just all-round adventures, just watching random people travel and ride bikes, drive cars, just all that kind of stuff. Thirdly would just be review videos. Always looking for new gear, trying to figure out what sort of camera gear to use, microphones, all that kind of stuff, even for the car. Oh, that's a bit slippery there. Yeah, trying to figure out what sort of products to use. So always watching review videos on YouTube. Here we are, coming up on the tunnel outlet. She's fresh this morning. You can probably hear it in the background. There we are, destination 1. So that's the outlet of the tunnel that they mined back in the day to try and drain the riverbed. So when we do the rest of the walk, we're going to walk along that old riverbed, and then we're going to check out the other side of the tunnel. I am tempted to walk up close to it and stick the GoPro in, but my car window was iced up this morning, and as you can see, it's still pretty fresh. I think it's only a few degrees Celsius, so I'm not game to touch that water.
So easily, open up your eyes and see there's more to our story. Baby, open up to me, don't give up so easily. Open up your eyes and see there's more to our story. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging on.
Alright, so we've got some pretty sweet drone shots of the tunnel exit. We're now on the route towards the tunnel inlet. And it's time for the next question in the 5-question YouTube challenge. So the next question is, what's the most difficult thing about YouTube as a YouTube creator? So for me personally, I think it's probably trying to deliver the quality content that I want to. Now, I look at a lot of other channels and I feel really inspired and I really want to try and produce some high quality content. But a lot of the time I do find it a little bit limiting with, I guess, the equipment I have, the funds I have, even just with the car. I mean, sometimes it just sits there broken and I don't have the funds to fix it, which means I can't go out there and film an episode for you guys. On the other hand, there's still a lot I need to do in terms of mastering the craft of video or videography. I think personally it's the pressure I'm putting on myself to try and perform and deliver quality content for you guys. As well as that, I guess time is a pretty big factor for me. So as I've mentioned previously, I do have a job outside of YouTube. My job is firefighting and I take that as my main priority, which means YouTube comes second. So there's a lot of time, particularly in summer, where I just don't get the chance to touch the camera because I'm too busy doing something else. Ooh yeah. We're about to cross the river, guys. This is really sweet. Yeah, yeah. How's that for a river crossing? Pretty neat. All right, that leads us on to the next question. So the next question is, what is your favorite part about YouTube? Favorite part has got to be 100% you guys. YouTube community is absolutely awesome. I mean, the reason I'm making these videos is for you guys. As I mentioned earlier, I started out because there's no DIY videos for modifying off-road Subarus. So that's what I started doing. And a lot of you guys obviously started watching for that same reason, to learn about them, to figure out how to do things. And yeah, the comments I get from you guys, the messages, I get almost daily messages from one of you guys asking me questions and telling me your support and appreciation for the channel. So yeah, the best thing about YouTube is 100% the people you get to meet, the journey it takes you on, and just that connection with that YouTube community is awesome. Oh man, it's fresh. You can see it in the grass. My pants satched. Oh, we've made it though. Woohoo! How sick is this? We've made it. Alright, so we've checked out both ends of the tunnel. We're now on the return back to the car, and it's time for question 4. So question 4 is, could you walk away from YouTube and never look back? I think I could very easily walk away from YouTube. As I mentioned before, my primary job takes all of my time and is my #1 priority, which means YouTube is second. It's a lot of effort to make YouTube videos, and a lot of the time I am lacking time to create those videos, so it'll really free up a lot of my time if I stop making videos, and I wouldn't find it too hard to walk away at all. In saying that, I would definitely look back. I've met a lot of people through YouTube. I've got a lot of good memories through it. So yes, I could walk away, but no, I could not walk away and not look back. Okay, so the last question on the 5-question YouTube challenge is, when do you think your channel is going to make it big time? The answer to that is, I don't think my channel is ever going to make it big time with my current input. You'll notice I don't ask people to subscribe to my channel. It's because I treat my channel secondary to my main work. If I do decide one day that I want to put all my energy into it, work on it every day, become a YouTube permanent full-time YouTube overlander, I think maybe it will go big then, but I think the reality is, if I don't put the effort in, it'll never go big time. Anyway, that's it for the 5-question YouTube challenge. Thanks Jordan for nominating me for the challenge. I hope this wasn't 5 minutes of shaky video. I've never tried doing a video like this before with this setup. To pass on the challenge, I'm going to pass it on to you, Mark from the Rooted Progress. If you haven't checked out the Rooted Progress, you really should. They're an up-and-coming YouTube duo from California that makes some really nice Subaru content, so you should go check them out, particularly their response to this challenge. So that was the Horseshoe Bend walk. It is located about 2 hours east of Melbourne, so any of you guys in Victoria, I highly recommend checking it out, particularly if you're up Walhalla Way, High Country Way, doing a little bit of exploration. The walk probably only takes about an hour, very scenic as you've seen. Highly recommend it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you enjoyed the hike. Do you want to see more of this type of content? Do you only want to see the Subaru stuff, or did you like the hike as well? I guess at the end of the day, we build our adventure rigs up so that we can travel to destinations like this and explore more of the world. Hope you liked the video. Check out my FanBeach account, and I'll see you all next time. Woo!